What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When things or people get to a certain level, number, or amount, they reach it. When I run, I always try to get to 5 miles before I quit.
What is the meaning of the verb kick out of?
Away with something, you do more than is necessary or proper. Because you enjoy it or because you think it is important. David drank too much and got himself kicked out of the bar.
What is the meaning of the verb care for?
When you care for people or things, you like them. Jane doesn't care for coffee, she prefers tea.
What is the meaning of the verb go after?
When you chase and try to physically stop or to attack people, you go after them. Captain Morgan was ordered to go after the enemy soldiers.
What is the meaning of the verb turn in, to?
When you complete a test, report, or project and you give it to the person who assigned the work to you. You turn it in or turn it into the person who assigned the work. Hand in is similar to turn in. I have to finish this report and turn it in to the sales manager by tomorrow.
What is the meaning of the verb turn in, to?
When you inform the police that certain people have committed crimes or tell the police where they are. You turn them in or turn them in to the police. The escaped prisoner got tired of running and turned himself in.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When something breaks into smaller pieces, it breaks up. When you break something into smaller pieces, you break it up. Sally broke the cookie up before giving it to her baby.
What is the meaning of the verb put in?
When you cause people to be in a situation, position, or condition, you put them in that situation, position, or condition. You put Jim in a very awkward situation.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on informal?
Something that turns you on, pleases you, and causes you to gain interest in something or someone. Something about a person of the opposite sex that turns you on, causes. You to become sexually or romantically interested in that person. Turn off is the opposite of turn on. Eric's blue eyes turn on his wife.
What is the meaning of the verb call in?
When you call your place of employment to say you cannot work that day because you are sick. You call in or call in sick. The manager was angry when her secretary called in 3 days in a row.
What is the meaning of the verb hold out?
When you hold out your hand, you extend it in front of your body so. That someone can shake hands with you or put something in your hand. Hold out is similar to put out. Maybe Mr. Young is mad at me. I held out my hand, but he didn't shake it.
What is the meaning of the verb close off?
When you close off an area / you prohibit people from entering it or. Passing through it by locking the door or blocking the entrance. The police closed several streets off because of the parade.
What is the meaning of the verb run out?
When something is completely used, consumed, or sold, it runs out. My brother is too lazy to look for a job. He asks me for money, and when the money runs out he comes back for more.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you do something that you were required to do earlier but did not. Such as attend a class, take a test, or complete a homework assignment, you make it up. The teacher told her she could make it up tomorrow after school.
What is the meaning of the verb empty out?
When you completely remove the contents of a space or container, you empty it out. After we empty this room out, we can start painting.
What is the meaning of the verb get together, with?
When two people get together, they meet and spend time together. When you get together with someone, you meet and spend time with that person. When a man and woman resume a relationship after separating, they get back together. We're going to get together with Bill and Nancy tomorrow.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick people up, you stop your vehicle and give them a ride away from that place. Picking up hitchhikers is dangerous.
What is the meaning of the verb catch on?
When you eventually begin to understand something or begin. To learn a skill after practicing and studying, you catch on. When Sally studies something, she usually catches on right away.
What is the meaning of the verb go by?
When you go by a clock, you use it to tell the time. Don't go by the clock on the wall, it's fast. Go by the clock on the desk.
What is the meaning of the verb move in, with?
When you move in or move in with people. You bring your furniture and other personal possessions into a place where you will live. My Aunt Kathy might move in with her son and his family.
What is the meaning of the verb mix up?
When you mix something up that has two or more ingredients. You stir it so that the ingredients will be thoroughly combined. An electric mixer will mix up the ingredients better than a hand mixer.
What is the meaning of the verb come about?
When something comes about, it happens, usually as a result of a series of events and actions. Several major medical advances have come about in the last 50 years.
What is the meaning of the verb go over, to?
When people move from where you are to a place, thing, or person that is farther away from you, they go over to that place, thing, or person. I'm busy. Go over there and stop bothering me.
What is the meaning of the verb lock out, of?
When you lock people out or lock people out of a place. You lock a door or gate so that they cannot enter a room, building, or other place. I hide an extra key under the bumper of my car so that I won't get locked out.
What is the meaning of the verb fall for?
When you suddenly feel a strong attraction to someone or something, you fall for that person or thing. Jim met Sam's sister last week, and now he calls her every day. I guess he really fell for her in a big way.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you bring a car or other household appliance to a mechanic or repair person, you take it in. The VCR is broken again. I need to take it in.
What is the meaning of the verb watch out for?
When you watch out or watch out for something. You remain alert for someone or something that is dangerous or important. When you tell people to watch out or watch out for something. You are warning them of possible danger. Watch out is the same as look out. Watch out when you're crossing a busy street.
What is the meaning of the verb stick to?
When one thing sticks to another, it remains attached to it. The magnet sticks to the chalkboard because there's metal underneath.
What is the meaning of the verb put out?
When you put people out, you inconvenience them. You've done so much to help me. I'm sorry to have put you out.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on in formal?
Something that turns you on, pleases you, and causes you to gain interest in something or someone. Something about a person of the opposite sex that turns you on, causes. You to become sexually or romantically interested in that person. Turn off is the opposite of turn on. When I saw this house from the outside, I didn't think I would buy it. But the beautiful woodwork inside really turned me on. When I saw this house from the outside, I didn't think I would buy it. But the beautiful woodwork inside really turned me on.
What is the meaning of the verb start out?
When you begin something, you start out. Start out is used to discuss how the end of something was different from its beginning. The stock market started out in positive territory but closed 200 points lower.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on in formal?
When you hold on, you wait for a short time. Hang on is the same as hold on. I've been holding on for 15 minutes. I can't wait any longer.
What is the meaning of the verb trade in?
When you give an old car or other piece of expensive equipment to someone you are buying a new car or piece of equipment from in order to get a lower price, you trade the old car or piece of equipment in. We'll get a good price on our new photocopier if we trade in our old one.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on, to?
When you hold on or hold on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hang on is similar to hold on. When the horse jumped over the fence, I held on as hard as I could.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When something breaks up the day or some other period of time. It interrupts that time and makes it less boring. My day was broken up by a going away party for one of my co-workers.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When you make a claim or statement and then show people evidence or give them information proving that the claim or statement is true or correct, you back it up. The IRS asked me for some receipts to back up my deductions.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you make up your mind about something. Or make up your mind about doing something, you decide which choice to make or which action to take. Marcia made her mind up about quitting her job and joining the Navy.
What is the meaning of the verb wipe off?
When you completely remove a liquid from a surface by moving a towel. Or sponge across it with a sweeping motion, you wipe the surface off. You can either wipe off something that is wet or wipe off the liquid. Wipe up is similar to wipe off, however, you wipe up a liquid. But you wipe off the surface the liquid is on. Wipe off your face.
What is the meaning of the verb turn up?
When you turn up an electrical or mechanical device. You change the controls to increase the level of what it is producing or doing. Turn down is the opposite of turn up. Will you turn up the TV? I can't hear it.
What is the meaning of the verb throw up?
When people throw up, they vomit. Alex was so sick that he threw up all over my shoes.
What is the meaning of the verb go by?
When you go by a place, you go there so that you can do something or get something. Let's go by Paul's house to get his tools before we work on your car.
What is the meaning of the verb come from?
When you come from a place, you were born there or lived there previously. When you come from a family or a social situation. Your past experience helps to explain your present attitudes and behavior. Jane had a difficult childhood. She came from a broken home.
What is the meaning of the verb cut out?
When a motor suddenly stops working, it cuts out. I was driving when the motor suddenly cut out.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When the cost, rate, quality, quantity, or level of something decreases, it goes down. Go up is the opposite of go down. The temperature went down to 0 last night.
What is the meaning of the verb stick up?
When something long and narrow is raised above the surface, it sticks up. Be careful walking around a construction site, there might be a nail sticking up.
What is the meaning of the verb get out, of?
When you get out or get out of a dangerous, awkward, or difficult situation, you avoid it. When you get people out of a dangerous, awkward, or difficult situation, you help them to avoid it. You got me into this mess, you get me out.
What is the meaning of the verb give away?
When you give a secret away, you accidentally reveal that secret. You can trust me with the secret.
What is the meaning of the verb pull through?
When you recover from a serious illness or injury, you pull through. The doctor didn't think his chances were very good, but he pulled through.
What is the meaning of the verb come through, with?
When you promise to do something or produce something and keep your promise. You come through or come through with what you promised to do or promised to produce. We were all surprised when Bob came through with front row tickets just like he said he would. The state legislature promised to provide the financing for a new stadium, but they didn't come through.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on informal?
When you hold on, you wait for a short time. Hang on is the same as hold on. Can you hold on just a little longer? I'll be right with you.
What is the meaning of the verb? Look it.
When you focus your eyes on people or things, you look at them. I looked at her and told her I loved her.
What is the meaning of the verb keep away from?
When you keep away or keep away from people, you do not come close to them or associate with them. When you keep away or keep away from things, you do not touch them, come close to them, or use them. When you keep away or keep away from places, you do not come close to them or go to them. Mark was very sick yesterday, so everyone kept away from him.
What is the meaning of the verb fill out?
When you fill out a form, you put information in the correct spaces. Fill in is the same as fill out. The personnel director asked Sophia to fill out an application.
What is the meaning of the verb start off?
When people or things start off a certain way. They are this way at the beginning of a process that changes them. Start out is similar to start off. The day started off nice, but it got cold and cloudy.
What is the meaning of the verb clean out, of, informal?
If thieves clean a place out or clean a place out of something, they take everything that is valuable. I got home and found that my place had been cleaned out.
What is the meaning of the verb check out?
When you check people out, you investigate them in order to learn more about them. If you say that people check out, you mean that the information they have given you about themselves. Such as their education and work experience, has been investigated and found to be accurate. Applicants for child care jobs should be thoroughly checked out.
What is the meaning of the verb grow up?
When you tell people to grow up, you are saying that their behavior is childish and immature. You're acting like a baby. Why don't you grow up?
What is the meaning of the verb put up with?
When you put up with something you do not like or are not happy about. You accept it and do not try to change it. Her neighbors have loud parties every night, but she doesn't complain. She just puts up with it.
What is the meaning of the verb break down?
When you reduce a process, situation, problem, plan. Or idea to its basic parts to make it easier to understand, you break it down. The professor's plan seemed really complicated. But after he broke it down for us, we understood it a little better.
What is the meaning of the verb wind up?
When you wrap something long, such as an electrical cord, rope, string, or measuring tape. Around and around so that it is in a ball or on a spool, you wind it up. That's enough fishing for today. Let's wind up our lines and go home.
What is the meaning of the verb get on?
When you move your body towards something and stand, sit, or lie on it, you get on it. The nurse asked me to take off my shirt and get on the examination table.
What is the meaning of the verb look over usually separated?
When you look something over, you look at it or read it carefully and thoroughly. He ought to look the car over before he buys it.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over, to?
When the police or other authorities are looking for people and you take these people or transfer control. Of them to the police or authorities, you turn them over or turn them over to the police or authorities. The local police chief was relieved to turn the terrorist over to the FBI.
What is the meaning of the verb put together?
When you organize some ideas, plans, or suggestions in order to show them to someone or discuss them with someone, you put them together. Mr. and Mrs. Flores want to redecorate their house. So they asked an interior designer to put some ideas together.
What is the meaning of the verb warm up?
When people or things cause a thing or place to become warmer, they warm it up. The fireplace doesn't really warm the house up much.
What is the meaning of the verb go over?
When an idea, suggestion, or performance is accepted and liked by other people, it goes over. The singer's performance went over well with the critics.
What is the meaning of the verb stop over?
When you interrupt a journey, usually an airplane journey, for a short stay somewhere, you stop over. Stopping over in Dubai on the way to Bangkok wasn't any fun, we couldn't even leave the airport.
What is the meaning of the verb come in?
When something that a store will sell comes in, it is delivered to the store. I couldn't buy that new book I wanted, it hasn't come in yet.
What is the meaning of the verb go up, to?
When something extends to a certain point that is farther north or at a higher elevation. It goes up to that point. Go down is the opposite of go up. This trail went up to the base camp at the foot of the mountain.
What is the meaning of the verb sign out?
When you sign out, you write your name on a list to show that you have left your workplace or some other place, such as a hotel or club. Dr. Would usually forgets to sign out when she leaves the dink.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When you remove something from something it is attached or affixed to, you take it off. Alfonso always takes the skin off chicken before he cooks it.
What is the meaning of the verb plug inland to?
When you connect an electrical device to an electrical outlet, you plug it in or plug it into the outlet. When you connect any cord or cable to a socket designed to receive it. You plug it in or plug it into the socket. L plugged my 110 volt TV into a 220 volt outlet and ruined it.
What is the meaning of the verb wear out?
When something wears out or you wear it out. It becomes damaged or weak from use and age and is no longer usable. People who live in the city wear out their car brakes faster than people who live in the country.
What is the meaning of the verb sort out?
When you do something to solve a problem or to correct a misunderstanding, you sort it out. Janice was angry with me about what happened last night, but I called her and we sorted everything out.
What is the meaning of the verb get along with?
When you get along with people, you have peaceful, harmonious relations with them. Get on is similar to get along. Jim and his cousin aren't good friends, but they get along.
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you get people out or get them out of a place, you take them out or you arrange for them to leave. The soldiers were surrounded, so they called for a helicopter to get them out.
What is the meaning of the verb sit down?
When you sit down, you change from a standing position to a sitting position. I'm exhausted, I haven't sat down all day.
What is the meaning of the verb dress up, like /is?
When people wear old-fashioned clothes or costumes. They dress up like someone, or dress up as someone. Did you see Charles at the Halloween party? He dressed up like a cowboy.
What is the meaning of the verb keep off?
When you keep off drugs, cigarettes, or other addictive substances, you do not use them. When you keep people off drugs, cigarettes, or other addictive substances, you prevent them from using them. Ned is a nice guy as long as you can keep him off booze.
What is the meaning of the verb get up?
When you get up or someone gets you up, you rise from your bed. When you get people up, you cause them to rise from their beds. L don't usually get up until 11 o'clock on weekends.
What is the meaning of the verb move inland to?
When you move people in or move them into a place. You bring their furniture and other personal possessions into a place where they will live. When you move things in or move them into a place, you take them in. Move out is the opposite of move inland to. Moving all this furniture into a fifth-floor apartment isn't going to be easy.
What is the meaning of the verb break up with?
When two people end a romantic relationship, they break up. When you end a romantic relationship with another person, you break up with that person. When other people cause a couple to break up, they break the couple up. It was Jim's secretary who broke them up.
What is the meaning of the verb come through?
When important information, authorization. Or permission that you have been waiting for is received, it comes through. The execution was stopped when the call from the governor came through.
What is the meaning of the verb get on?
When you enter a bus, train, airplane, ship, and so on, you get on it. The bus stopped so that I could get on.
What is the meaning of the verb turn up?
When people or things turn up at a place, they appear there. Show up is similar to turn up. Every few years my worthless brother turns up at my door asking for money.
What is the meaning of the verb blow up? Adjective, informal.
When you blow up or blow up at someone, you suddenly become very angry. When you blow up over something, you suddenly become very angry because of it. Heather blew up at her boyfriend when she saw him dancing with Linda.
What is the meaning of the verb break in?
When you arrive at a hotel and arrange for a room, you check in or check into the hotel. After I arrive in Denver, I'll go straight to my hotel and check in.
What is the meaning of the verb turn around?
When you turn around, you move a vehicle or your body so that it faces the opposite direction. When you turn something around, you move it so that it faces the opposite direction. Someone called my name, and I turned around to see who it was.
What is the meaning of the verb turn on?
When you turn on an electrical or mechanical device. You change the controls to make it start producing or doing something. Turn off is the opposite of turn on. Switch on is the same as turn on. This October has been so warm that I haven't turned the heat on once yet.
What is the meaning of the verb lock up?
When you lock people up, you put them in prison. Whoever committed that terrible crime ought to be locked up forever.
What is the meaning of the verb get up?
When you change from a sitting or lying position to a standing position, you get up. Stand up is similar to get up. The teacher told the sleeping students to get up.
What is the meaning of the verb end up?
When people or things end up in a place. This place is where their journey ends even though the outcome may have been unplanned or unexpected. The taxi driver didn't understand me, and we ended up in Newark instead of New York.
What is the meaning of the verb hold off?
When you hold off doing something, you delay doing it. You'd better hold off accusing Mike until you're 100% sure.
What is the meaning of the verb deal with?
When a book, film, article, speech, and so on, deals with a certain subject, that is what it is about. I read an interesting article dealing with the issue of legalizing marijuana.
What is the meaning of the verb get along?
When you are able to do some sort of work without any serious problems, you get along. How are you getting along in your new job?
What is the meaning of the verb cut off?
When someone is cut off while speaking on the telephone, the connection is accidentally broken. I was in the middle of an important call when I was cut off. Getting cut off happens all the time when you're on the phone to China.
What is the meaning of the verb look for?
When you look for things or people, you try to find them. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for 303 Main Street.
What is the meaning of the verb talk into?
When you talk people into something or talk people into doing something, you persuade them to do it. This museum is really boring. I wish I hadn't let you talk me into coming here with you.
What is the meaning of the verb print out?
When you make a computer write something on paper, you print it out. I can't print this out, my printer is broken.
What is the meaning of the verb know about?
When you know about a situation, plan, or other information, you are aware of it. Jim isn't here. Maybe he doesn't know about the schedule change.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on to?
When you hold on or hold on to people. You hold them tightly to protect them or to prevent them from leaving. When you hold on or hold on to things. You hold them tightly to protect them or to prevent them from being taken. We were holding on to each other as the tornado passed.
What is the meaning of the verb go after?
When you go after something, you try to obtain it even though it may be difficult to do. Todd trained for a year before going after the record in the 100-yard dash.
What is the meaning of the verb come up always continuous?
When something is coming up, it will happen soon. Mother's Day is coming up, so I need to buy my mother a gift soon.
What is the meaning of the verb get back to?
When you get something back or get something back to a person or place. You return it to that person or place. Jim uses his mother's car in the morning. But she needs it to go to work at 4:30, so he has to get it back before then.
What is the meaning of the verb freak out informal?
When you freak out, you become very upset or very angry. When you freak other people out, you cause them to become very upset or very angry. Melanie freaked out when she learned that her husband had been arrested for murder.
What is the meaning of the verb turn out?
When something turns out, it becomes what you want it to become. When something turns out a certain way, it becomes that way. Your plan was excellent, but it didn't turn out well.
What is the meaning of the verb work out?
When you work out a calculation, measurement, or other problem. You do the work necessary to determine the result of the calculation or measurement or think about how to solve the problem. You need to go to the airport, I need to go to work, and we have only one car. How are we going to work this out?
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When an airplane leaves the ground and flies up into the air, it takes off. Our plane took off an hour late because of the snow.
What is the meaning of the verb stick with?
When you stick with something that you use, you continue to use it. My mother has stuck with Ivory soap for 40 years.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you invent a story to entertain or fool people, you make the story up. When you invent a lie to deceive people, you make the lie up. Hank told his boss he was late for work because he had to go to the doctor, but he just made that excuse up.
What is the meaning of the verb hold out?
When you hold out your hand, you extend it in front of your body so. That someone can shake hands with you or put something in your hand. Hold out is similar to put out. The street was filled with beggars holding their hands out.